Hello and welcome to a Smurp video, and today we're looking at Transformers the movie, and this is Studio Series Arcee, and this is 1986 series, and this is figure number 16. And there is a side packaging. You got this, actually that's quite cool, that's the back cardboard fitting in there. And then you got this piece, big screen inspired scale detail backdrop. And then you got the robot mode and the art mode, Battle of Autobot City, which I feel like we have already seen with it. And if you're a minting box collector, you can have it like that, looking pretty awesome. All right, so here is Arcee out of the packaging now. I'm pretty sure this is just the same figure as we got in Earthrise. A figure that I wasn't overly satisfied, if I'm being honest with you. I think there was a few gripes with that, etc. And such, she has this really, I mean, she could be different, but she has this really big backpack on the back. Now, on the Earthrise one, this bit sort of separated out. I would need to have a look at the instructions to see that is the case, which I will do before the end of the thing. But immediately from the way she looks, she does look very, very nice. As you can tell, I tried to say a word, and I thought, actually, you can't say that word because that's not the right word to say. It's not going to come out of your mouth. So the head piece looks a lot better. Yes, there is lipstick on her as well, which I never noticed when I did the Earthrise review that she was missing lipstick. So this is already a bonus. Nice little Autobot Sigma in there. It's very, very cool. Nice detail there. So, and like I said, I don't have that Earthrise figure anymore, so I can't compare them. But already I'm already impressed with how this looks. Now, I guess the interesting thing was, which I did say would be when this backpack comes in, or whether it's different engineering to achieve it. So in terms of articulation, the head does go all the way around and up and down. There's nice motion there on the ball joint. The arm can go that far, down that far, up that far, swivel there, as you can tell. And it's got a single, which is normal for Transformers, no hand articulation. There is a swivel on the waist, but it's going to be limited by this piece here. But it can't go all the way around. You pull this bit back, not sure why you would do that. And then she does go that far because of this groove, it doesn't go all the way up. Swivel there, and then just a single there on the knee joint. I'm sorry, that was really terrible articulation. I think it's because I got the angle of my camera. Keep knocking this little wobbly bit there, so sorry for the wobbles. So she is pretty darn cool in my mind. There we go. Focus. Right, she does come with a gun. So the original gun was like a see-through one. This looks more like, if my camera will focus, this looks more like that classic blaster that she had, which is iconic when she was trying to save Daniel from the little tentacles that are trying to capture him, etc. And you can literally put that there, and she looks very, very cool. If my camera decides to focus, she looks very, very cool. In the background, we have Autobot City, which is Arcee played a major part in securing that city. Well, trying to protect it, which is pretty decent. I'm not sure if this is the same as the one that came with Perceptor. So, but we do have that. I'm not really interested in them, but I think if they were doing them, they should have perhaps thought about combining them, etc. That would have been worth it. Now, I'm just double checking my instructions, and it does not tell you that you can actually take that back piece off and use it as a shield, which is very, very interesting, because that means that they have either changed its mold or decided that that bit's got to stay solid. And I was worried when I had Earthrise, when that piece did separate, that potentially I could snap it, because it was such a thin piece of plastic. So I'm very, very happy, as it's nice that they've perhaps listened to people and thought, hey, you know what, we need to change how this backpack works. So anyway, let's go have a look at Alt mode. The Alt mode for Earthrise was terrible. I really did not like it. It really didn't seem to sit very nicely. So I'm hoping this one is a little bit more firmer in how it looks. Okay, so here is the Alt mode, and I was pleasantly surprised that the engineering was changed for this. I'm not sure how it's exactly changed, but it's changed. I think the part separating originally is not an issue, but I think that they changed the dynamic to get it in a better Alt mode. So clearly they listened, clearly they realized that that Alt mode before wasn't perfect, but that doesn't mean that this is perfect. Does not mean that at all. But mine can roll, and I'll be honest, that first one, I think it was the legs that was a real mess. So first of all, you can roll. So if we look under there, it just looks so much more compact, better, in position better, and maneuvered better. Even with this bit that is probably the thickest part of the legs poking up a bit, you still get this movement in the legs. You can put the gun under there as well, and it's got sort of like a bit of a peg there, a bit of peg at the bottom. It just sort of sits in there, which is really cool. I do like that function. I guess my biggest thing is when you put the legs here, it does push these out a little bit. So these bits on the edge, you can see they're probably the weakest part of the whole mode in terms of they will pop out, but it's not a big deal. I mean, you can see there, it does look really, really good, really compact. I mean, there is this gap here, and I can't remember if that was an original design. And okay, you can see the arms there, which isn't exactly good, but it's not the end of the world. It's a much better Arcee than the last one we got. So they have done a stellar job here, a very impressive job here. Nice Autobot sign on there. Even the chairs and the car component bits look really good. This is a nice little piece. Can't remember if the other piece was bigger or whether it just popped up, but they have certainly thought, you know what, this is meant to be a premium series and identical to Transformers the movies. Now, some of the figures that they produced in this, they've been able to take that original figure and do what they've done. But with this, they've said, look, the engineering isn't right. Let's go address that. And like I said, I'm not entirely sure how they've addressed it, but in my mind, they've addressed it, etc. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. If you've got the figure in hand, what you think of just to confirm that I'm saying these changes are correct. They're not. They have made some changes, which I think is the right thing to do. And I'll be honest, I don't think I watched when they revealed this figure. I can't even remember when that was on Hasbro Pulse. So I can't remember if they talked about these changes on there. They may have done. But I was really pleasantly surprised. There you go. You can see what I mean. So that just sometimes pops out, which is a little bit irritating. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. And let's be honest, most people don't usually have their figure in car mode. So you can see that just rolls really nicely as well. So if you do buy this for your children as well, it's pretty decent. So there we go. There is Arcee as a whole. A beautiful figure. I only brought this because it popped up on Kapow Toys last week as being available. I didn't even pre-order this because I was like, yeah, I'm still going to do the Transformer the movie figures in particular, but I thought, do I really want to do that? I thought, you know what, I've just got to, and it came up, had some money, did it. So there we go. Anyway, hope you liked my video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you to those that are already subscribed. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.